The night I moved into Black Hollow House, the walls were already whispering my name. I told myself it was just the wind sliding through rotten wood, the kind of sound old houses make when they stretch after sunset. The realtor had avoided my eyes while handing over the keys, warning me only once never open the small door beneath the stairs after midnight. I laughed then, thinking it was a joke meant to scare newcomers. That laughter died quickly. On the first night at exactly 12:07 a.m., the whispering stopped and the knocking began, slow, careful, as if someone on the other side knew. I was listening. I stood frozen in bed, staring at the dark hallway, counting each knock as my heartbeat matched its rhythm. When silence returned, I convinced myself it was stress. But the house was not finished with me. Every mirror reflected something that lagged half a second behind my movements. Shadows leaned in directions light could not explain, and always beneath the stairs something breathed. On the third night, I found muddy footprints leading from the staircase to my bedroom door. They were small, barefoot, and wet with something darker than rain. I locked myself in, praying for morning. At dawn, the footprints were gone, but the smell of damp earth lingered on my sheets. I began to dream of a woman with no eyes, her mouth sewn shut, her fingers broken and twisted like roots. She stood under the stairs, scratching at the small door, begging without sound to be let out. I woke each time with blood under my fingernails. Though I had not scratched anything, sleep became impossible. The house seemed to lean closer, listening, waiting for a mistake. On the seventh night, the knocking returned, louder than before, no longer patient. The small door rattled violently, its handle jerking as if pulled from the inside. I screamed for it to stop, and for the first time, the house answered. The walls spoke clearly then, not in whispers, but in a chorus of voices layered with grief and rage. They told me the truth. Black Hollow House was never empty. It fed on those who stayed, binding their souls into its bones. The woman from my dreams had once lived here, trapped by her husband, buried alive beneath the stairs when she tried to flee. Her spirit clawed endlessly at the door, desperate to be seen, desperate to be free. And now she wanted me to replace her. The door burst open. Cold air rushed out, carrying the stench of decay and old sorrow. A pale hand wrapped around my ankle, fingers digging in with impossible strength. I fell hard, my head striking the floor as I was dragged toward the darkness. Inside the space beneath the stairs, there was no room, yet it stretched endlessly, packed with faces pressed together, eyes wide, mouths open in silent screams. They reached for me, not to help, but to pull me apart, to make space. I begged, I promised anything. The woman with no eyes leaned close, her ruined face inches from mine, and for the first time her mouth opened. From it poured not sound, but memories, years of pain flooding into my mind until I could no longer tell which thoughts were mine. I felt myself unravel, my name slipping away as the house drank me in. Morning came to Black Hollow House as it always did, quiet, innocent. The realtor returned later that week to find the front door unlocked and the keys resting neatly on the table. No sign of struggle, no body, just a new mirror beneath the stairs, its surface cloudy, reflecting a figure that moved just a little too slowly. At night, if someone stands very still in the hallway, they can hear a fresh voice added to the whispers, repeating a warning it knows no one will believe. Never open the small door after midnight.